MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. The road trip continues with the second of a quick two-game set between the New York Mets and the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore come in as losers in their last 9 games. They'll try to prevent that streak from reaching double digits next. Dylan Bundy will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, Dylan Bundy's come a long way. It wasn't that long ago where he went to camp and he had to make the team coming out of spring training. Former first-round draft pick out of high school from Oklahoma, 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good overhand 12-6 curveball and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He's turned himself into one of the league's premier pitchers.
Next up for New York, Ahmed Rosario, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And underway tonight from Baltimore as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, boy, they are really in need of something to go their way as they come in losers of 9 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Grounded to short. Taken in by Machado. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
Next for the Mets, Jose Reyes. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. Reyes, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him. Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Settling in now, Michael Conforto. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, now the throw. And it's not in time, so Reyes has himself a stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Reyes, the runner at second with 1 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Scope. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 52.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently 2nd in the NL in RBIs. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hit at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
3-2, full count.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Jones is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So a good job on the mound there as he'll strand the runner at third. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ricker.
A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches, not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Ready now for Baltimore, Manny Machado. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Smith has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning frag. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The right fielder, number 19, Jay Bruce.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
That's a strike.
And that's in there for strike 1. Now the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. First delivery to him on the way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Frazier takes his lead at third with 1 away. And that one just missed outside. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Hit out towards second. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and that gives the Mets a 1-0 lead.
A good job of hitting right there, Dero. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
Striding in, Dominic Smith, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And the changeup is way low that time.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Batting ninth, catcher Kevin.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. That
Outside.
misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. A bouncer up the middle. Scope has it. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball, 1-0.
1 ball.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And that'll miss up and in ball 2. Now the 2-0. Hit hard back up the middle. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 3-0 New York. Here's Chris Davis now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Rosario's got it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Ripped down the first base line. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground to third. Frazier is there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in to try it again, Jose Reyes. A base hit in his first trip.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Popped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Reyes on at first, nobody out. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Number 36 on the year for him. And the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
The left fielder, number 53.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. Machado has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record
Right
the out.
fielder, number 19, Jay Bruce.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Still only 1 out in the inning. Two and 0 the count to Jay Bruce.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. 34 home runs now on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Now batting, third baseman, Todd.
Into the box now, Todd Frazier. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. 3 runs already home here. Tapper up the line, but that one rolls foul. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Waiting on deck is Drupal Cabrera. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Drupal Cabrera. Has a look, now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Runners on first with one down. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4. Scope is there. The second for one. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the one. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Hit down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. And there's one down now. So with one away in the inning, we'll give you a look at the current standings entering play. As you can see that these guys have a pretty good stranglehold on the division to this point. Striding into the box, Adam Jones. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. A ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed by Jones as he's down on strikes for the second out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Ready now, Andrew Susak. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Pitch on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Line to the right side. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. First time up, he went down looking. A ball and no strikes. Hit hard on the ground is short. Rosario's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Plawecki. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Line softly toward the hole, and that'll be the second out.
The batter, number 7.
Ready for another shot now, Jose Reyes. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First offering on its way. A changeup over the inside corner.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Rickards under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1, 2, 3, but they're on top by a count of 6. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Beckham. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Base hit, line drive into the corner. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this will over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Chris Davis becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ready for another chance? Trey Mancini. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Liner towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. Striding in once again, Jonathan Scope. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And it's 0-2 to Scope.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
And the fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles.
Striding forward now is the DH. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Short, hit hard. Rosario brings it in, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More from Baltimore after this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 52, Jan Maringuez.
With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. He pulls this one into right. Rickard is there to put it away for out number 1. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Ready once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order. When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. Ready on 0-2. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Drilled to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle. And he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Here comes the first pitch. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Cespedes on third with 2 out. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. The run scores from second. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
8 runs and even 10 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that
pitch. Another 0-2 home. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Throw gets him at first. Highway robbery right there as the inning is over. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones.